Fantastica. Okay, good morning, everybody. It's Friday. Today is a beautiful day, and today is the best day. And this is the only place that we are going to get better 1% daily. Good morning, everybody. Okay, so Edwin,
Yeah.
Okay, Edwin is going to be the listing agent, and Mary is going to be the seller, okay? Good morning, Ivan. Okay, let's watch this presentation. It's going to be record, and after we are going to put it in the group for everybody to go back and watch it and listen. So that way, this is the only way we are going to get more listing signs, okay? 1, 2, 3. Let's go, guys.
Mary, hey, thank you for letting me stop by your property. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great. Hey, just wanted to sit down with you really quick and go over this presentation with you about your house. Is that okay?
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. Hey, Mary, at the end of my presentation, one of three things will happen. One, you'll have the opportunity to list your home with me. Or two, you'll decide not to list your home with me. Or three, I'll just decide not to take your listing. And any one of those is fine. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's okay with me. But let me ask you, why would you not take my listing?
It is all just comes to determining factors, right? One, I want to make sure that I sell your home, right? Number
Yes,
two,
definitely.
and if we're far off on price, I might have to see if there's an opportunity for us to negotiate on that, because you are looking for top dollar on your home, correct?
Of course.
Awesome. And I remember you saying you wanted to go to San Diego, right, Mary?
Yes, I do.
Awesome. Because of your work, correct?
Yes, I'm being transferred. I start my job in about a month.
Oh my God, we got to sell this thing as soon as possible, okay?
Yeah. Well, my family's going to stay behind to finish the sale, and I'll just
Mhm.
have to maybe rent a hotel or get a hotel out there temporarily. They're willing to do that for me.
Your family's going to stay back, correct?
Stay back and go ahead and deal with the sale of the home.
Wow, okay. And then are they going to be the key points, or am I not going to be talking to you anymore?
Well, you'll be talking to me until I leave, and then if you need me, of course, you can still talk to me, but then I'll leave it to my husband. You'll be talking to both of us the whole time.
Got it. So I want to appreciate you and your husband for being here, okay?
Okay, thank you.
I know you had said you had to be there in a month. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Awesome. Now, you would like to price your home at what price again?
$850,
$850. And how much did you say you owe on that?
nothing. It's completely
Nothing.
paid off.
Oh, congratulations. That's a huge accomplishment. Now, if you weren't planning on selling it on yourself, were you?
I hope not. No, I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't have time for that. Yeah.
Got it. Perfect. That's awesome. Now, you obviously wanted to cash this all out and take it to the next house, or were you planning to put a little bit on the retirement side as well, too?
No, I want to cash out because I want to buy another one out there.
Gotcha. Okay. Now, there are only two issues, Mary, that we have to look at tonight for you and your husband, okay?
Okay.
Number one is your motivation to sell this home. And number two is the price we set on it.
Okay.
Now, I've prepared the CMA, which is, it's a comparable market that's surrounded around the homes that are in your neighborhood, right?
Okay.
It's what homes are listed for. And number two is it's what we also call reality, right? And I like to call that thing, part one is called Fantasyland. And obviously, we also want to do the part two of it, which is going back to what I said, reality, okay? What real estate agents list and sell homes for, we're going to have to decide tonight. We're going to say where you want to spend your time, if you're going to want to spend it on Fantasyland or on reality, okay?
Okay.
Now, the purpose of this comparable market analysis is to determine a realistic price point that is going to attract the eyes of the buyers to come your home, because, they have many ways to now see properties. Do you know how buyers determine that?
No, not really.
Well, most of the buyers, like I mentioned, they have very accessible stuff, right? They have Zillow, Redfin, and Trulia, all these other websites, And what they normally do look at is they look at the prices of homes in the surrounding areas that they desire. And we want to make sure that your house stands out to them, okay? Because if we price it really high, it probably is going to give us an opportunity not to be seen as often as the home next door to you that's priced pretty low. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Awesome. And let me just kind of give you an example of this, okay? If you're going to purchase a new car and one dealership had the car for like $50,000, right? And another dealership had the same car for $50,000, but it had an entertainment system, which car would you purchase first?
Well, the one with all the extra stuff, like the entertainment system.
Got you. Now let me give you this other example. What if the first dealership put the car with no entertainment system on it and sold it for 45,000? Which would be a better value for you?
Well, I know I can buy the entertainment system for a lot less than 5, so I'd probably go with the first one. And then get the
See.
Houmes one, yeah.
So as you can see, if you want to increase the value, you're going to have to lower the price, or you're going to have some features and benefits for the same price. Does that make sense to you, Mary?
Yeah, I understand that.
So unless you're trying to add more features and benefits to your home, what price would you probably, realistically see yourself selling this home for?
Well, I'm still looking for the 850.
850. Now, let me show you these comparables that are here. The first house, it's very similar to yours. What's the only difference do you see? Is the home like yours?
Well, I've actually seen that house, and mine has quartz countertops, and theirs doesn't. There still has that old outdated tiles. And I have backsplash and they don't. So I'm thinking mine is probably just a little bit better than theirs. Now their upstairs is better than mine, but my downstairs is where most people live, is way better than theirs.
So you were saying, so would this put your house in the bracket of A, B, or C? A being that yours is better, or B, C, being that theirs is better, or your guys is pretty equal?
Well, I guess if I have to say I'd say mine's a little bit better. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Now, do you see what price they are asking for?
Yeah, they're asking for 875.
Wow, 875. And I want to pay one important detail. Do you see how long they've been on the market?
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, but I did hear the market was slowing down.
That's a great, interesting tidbit. I don't know if you've been hearing or hearing from other people, but interest rates have been declining in the recent times right now. And we're starting to see homeowners getting not just one offer, they're starting to get multiple offers, right? But
Yeah.
all that's being done is because of the price that's being put out there for them. And it's attracting the buyers to come in there and overbid on these houses that are listed at a great attractive price. Now we want to make sure that that's you, right? Because at the end of the day, you still want to get to San Diego within a month and hopefully have your whole family with you and not have to leave them behind, right?
Well, yeah, that would be the ideal situation. But again, they can stay behind if they want. And,
Yeah. And I totally understand that, Now, what price do you feel we should use to create value in the eyes of the buyers and get someone to decide to buy your home versus the competition? If this is 875, I know you said you wanted 850, right?
well, considering I wanted 850 and they've got it 875, I'm still thinking I'm right at the dollar. In fact, I should create more attraction because I'm cheaper.
Got you. Well, let's take a look at your next neighbor's house, right?
Okay.
Does it look the same as yours currently? Does it have the same features and benefits as yours?
Yeah, theirs is completely remodeled.
Okay. Now, what was the price that you saw that they listed it at?
You mean mine or theirs? Theirs is
Theirs.
925.
925. And do you see how long their house has been sitting in the market, fully remodeled?
Yeah, it's been there for a long time, longer than the first one.
Yeah. So to use those first two properties, in the eyes of a buyer, buyers see that those people are just sellers that are not realistic. No offense, right?
No offense.
Yeah.
I
And,
still think my 850 sounds really good at this point.
I think it sounds great too as well. Why don't we do this? Let's go ahead and test the market at 850. And if in the first 2 weeks we don't see any traction on it, let's go ahead and make a little bit of a price adjustment. And we can go ahead and negotiate that at the time. But I just want to make sure that we don't stay solid at 850, right? Because ideally, I know that you have a month to move in and you can have your family catch up with you later on. But idealistically, this market that you have can catapult you to take extra money if there's possible. Wouldn't that sound great?
Yeah, it does actually.
Awesome. Why don't we just do this? Why don't we just simply sign the agreement at 850 and we'll put the house on the market and we'll have my photographer. We'll do a 3D tour, which I think is an added feature and benefit for you, and do some twilight pictures. Does that sound good?
That sounds good, but I got more information. I need more information of what are you going to be doing for the marketing?
Yeah, it's a great freaking question. That is a lovely question. One of the things that I love about why I am working where I'm working at right now is that I get to offer my clients twilight pictures, 3D tours, and drone footage, right? And of
Mhm.
course, if there's any tidbits that my team and I can actually give you, we'll provide them to you before we take the pictures. Number two, I think that one of the biggest features and benefits of us is that you're going to get transparency. And I think one of the biggest things you want is someone to communicate with you, right?
Absolutely.
Awesome. I can tell you about the open houses, right? But the open houses are going to come from two things. Number one is price. And number two is going to be obviously the trajectory of how we reach out to these people. We're going to reach out multiple levels. You're going to see us walking around your neighborhood, reaching out to your neighbors because, as you know, they're going to know that your house is for sale. So we'll invite them out to see if they know anybody that's looking to move into the neighborhood. Another part about that is we're going to reach out to a multitude of agents just so they can get in contact to see if they have a buyer because, you know, we also have a connection. But we have over 3,000 people in our database that we can send it out to, including our past clients, to see if they might know of anybody that might move into this neighborhood. And ideally, we want to make sure that your home gets as much needed exposure because we want you to be happy at the end of the day. And if you don't like my services, please, by all means, kick me out the door and fire me. Does that sound great?
Oh, so if I don't like what you're doing, I can cancel my transaction with you?
Yeah. I mean, why would I want to force you into something if you're not happy? My goal is to make sure that you and your family are in San Diego. And if I'm not sticking to my
Okay.
word, then what good of an agent am I?
Okay, and you're gonna put that in the contract?
I would definitely put it in the contract.
Perfect, okay. Well, I like what you're saying on the marketing and I like the open houses, but I wasn't thinking of having a yard sign. Is it important to have a yard sign?
Well, it comes down to different materialistic things, right? For me, I think having a yard sign is a great idea. But for you, if you want peace of mind, it's not necessary and you want a little bit of more privacy, by all means necessary. We don't
All
have to have, I go back to one key thing. If the price is right, the buyers will come. Once you agree?
Yeah, I agree with that one. I think my 850 is right.
Yeah.
Now, can you
Go
show
ahead.
me exactly what I'm taking home with me? Because I do have another appointment with another agent and they're offering to give me 4%.
That is awesome. 4% is such a lucrative deal. Now, have you ever had the opportunity to talk to someone and negotiate and got the short end of the stick when you thought you got the best end of the deal?
Yeah, sometimes they say that what you get what you pay for, right?
Yeah, it's exactly right. It's like when I'll use the theory of going to Las Vegas, right? You can stay at Circus for cheap, but you know what you're going to get there. Or you can stay at the Aria and get the top notch or the Cosmo and get the 5-star service. Doesn't that sound like something you would want?
Well, no, I want the best for the best quality for the
Yeah.
cheapest price possible. Yes.
And that's why I'm here. And just to tell you transparency, I offer my commission is 3% for myself. How much would you like to offer the buyer?
Well, I don't know how much, what does that mean? I don't understand what you're saying.
That's a great question, right? What does it mean? So our standard commission is 3% for us, right? For us to list it and do the activities that we're going to do when it comes to selling your house. Because one thing that you're going to get is we're not going to leave $1 short for you. We're going to fight for you to make sure that you have as much money as possible to take home with you to San Diego. But now you get to entice how much you want to pay the buyer, right? Now,
Okay, so how
go
much
ahead.
am I getting? I don't see it. Is it somewhere in?
Yeah, no problem. It's going to be here in the contract right here. If you see, there's the 3% for us, and then we left a little blank space how much you want to pay the buyer, right? Now,
Okay.
normally, if you're looking at these commissions, if you look at these last two houses, they're offering 2%, right? Normally, I would say if you can offer them 2.5 or 3%, we'll get tons more activities. And let me tell you why. If you're creating more commission for an agent out there, guess what they're going to show? If they're not showing these 2% houses, they're going to show your house, even though it's in a great price, they're probably going to show your house and really want to submit an offer in it, you know?
Okay. Well, but so you don't have a net sheet to show me or anything, a breakdown of the cost?
Yeah, you should have received it when I sent you the email with the package with the CMA. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah. Let me look at it really quick.
Awesome.
Okay, wow, this is a lot of money. So you're saying that you are charging me 6%?
Yeah, if possible, we can do that. I mean, what were you thinking in price point of commission total?
Well, I was, I'm still thinking about that 4% the other agent's willing to do. So I'll go ahead and, you know, keep your stuff here and let you know once I interview them, which agent I'm gonna go with.
Got you. Now, let me ask you this. If I was to even consider going 4%, what would you expect for me to do?
Well, I expect you to do everything you said you were gonna do today.
Yeah, you know, those things that I mentioned to you, I normally offer them to someone that would love to pay 6%. I would have to discount my services because that's what they're going to be doing. Would you be okay with that?
Well, I don't know what they're gonna do with me until I meet with them, so, I'll let you know.
Yeah, you said that agent's John Smith, correct?
Yes, John Smith.
Got you. Look, I just pulled them up. Do you see their transaction history?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, it's not that strong compared to ours. You see ours?
Yeah, definitely. You sell a lot.
Yeah, this is why our clients pay top dollar, you know. You know, we're just like the Porsche compared to the Mitsubishi, you know. And if you're looking to be on the Mitsubishi's ride, they're going to take you for the long run and they're going to depreciate your property. And I don't think you want to depreciate your property, right? Just to save a couple of dollars.
Well, I'll let you know. I will, I still have to interview the other gentleman. I said I would, and I'm going to.
No
I'll
problem.
let you know afterwards. I should know by Friday, and I'll let you know.
Got you. Let me ask you this. If I was to offer you 5.75, was that something that you'd be interested in working with?
What, 5.75 commission
Yeah, correct.
instead of the 6?
Instead of the 6.
Yeah, would you go for 5.5?
Yeah, let's do it. Here's the contract. Why don't you just simply sign it and we'll get started today?
All righty, let's do it.
Awesome. Thank you, Mary. I look forward to working with you.
No worries. Thank you for being the realtor. It's a hard position to be in.
Nah, I'm excited.
Right now.
I'm excited. Can't wait to get your home sold.
I know you're capable of a little bit more difficulty, so I gave that to you.
Yeah, you pushed me. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. That was tough.
Thank you.
Thank you, Edwin. Thank you so much for taking the opportunity to replay the listing presentation. Nice. Okay. Are you guys ready to go over the listing presentation with Mary and Edwin?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, on my personal opinion, humble opinion, Edwin, you did a very good job. Okay, I was waiting for you since for the last maybe 1 or 2 months. I know for sure you are a My Ferry agent and you was using a My Ferry script. And maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 points that I have to go over. Okay, you have to speak just a little bit, just go a little bit slow.
Okay.
I know you tend to speak fast. You notice,
Okay.
right? Remember
Yeah.
last time? Okay. So I think that's my point number 1. And my point number 2, I would love you to see you doing the presentation and asking and putting a little bit more about motivation.
Okay.
Through the conversation, okay?
Okay.
And then I noticed that you say, okay, it's a freaking question, something like that. I caught that one, okay. And then when she was asking about the commission, just give the number and just keep quiet, because she was asking, you responded, and you was explaining right away.
Got you.
When the seller asking for the commission, it is a great question, Mrs. Seller. My commission is 6%, and just wait for their reaction, okay?
Okay.
Because when we go back and start explaining and giving more info, usually you are going to get less commission. Okay? So you bring in value, just answer and just keep quiet, okay?
Okay.
Okay, and my other one that I have, it's you was speaking and she was speaking. I think just go, repeat and approve, and just wait for the seller to come back, or you need to go back and ask another questions. That's my 5 points. Good job, Edwin. I'm happy to see you, that you keep growing and growing daily.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you so much for being our seller today. And I love the conversation. I noticed Mary is a My Ferry agent too. So thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Who wants to share? Who wants to say something to Edwin and Mary? Come on. It's 7:53.
I will.
Thank you, Nicole.
Of course. I'm still really new to scripting and I'm still really new to sales calls, but at least when it comes to this. But Mary, I thought you asked some really good questions because I feel like we've